Good morning. It's time for math. Today is Thursday, June 4th, and we are going to continue learning about area and perimeter. Today, we're actually going to focus on formulas for measuring perimeter. We're going to do another nearpod lesson. So I'm going to show you how to access the assignment, and then I'm going to go through it with you. So first, you're going to log into Schoology by going to lms.lausd.net. You're going to sign in with your email and your password, and then you are going to click at the top where it says courses, and you're going to choose your 4th grade course. You can either choose to go into the math folder and find the assignment, or you will find it under the date here at the right of June 4th. So I'm going to put math formulas for measuring perimeter June 4th. That's the assignment. I'm going to click on it. And when I click on that assignment, you're going to see that there is a nearpod link, nearpod June 4th. I'm going to click that nearpod link. And it's going to take me to the nearpod assignment. First, you're going to put your name in. Make sure you put your first and your last name because all the 4th graders will be joining the same session. So please be sure that you put both your first and last name and then click Join Session. And here's the nearpod lesson. So in order to go forward, you're always going to be clicking this right arrow. And if you ever want to go back, you can click on the left arrow at this side. I'm going to click the front arrow to go forward. And this just gives you some information. It says about this exit ticket, topic, mathematics 4th grade. It gives us the standard. It's a measurement and data standard. And it says the goal of this exit ticket is to measure student understanding of the topic by completing a few quick activities. This exit ticket is helpful for deciding if students need more practice on the topic or if they're ready to move on to something new. Then you're going to click the right arrow to go to the next slide. Materials and preparation. Before beginning this exit ticket, students should have access to blank paper and a pencil to help solve problems if needed. So make sure that you have a paper and pencil handy for problem solving. Objectives. So these are the things that you're going to make sure that you know because this is what we are assessing. We're assessing if you can find the perimeter of polygons and also if you can find an unknown side length of a polygon. All right, so let's get started. Directions. This exit ticket will help measure what you've learned in class. You will complete different activities to show your knowledge. For each activity, there will only be one correct answer. If you get stuck, select the answer that you think is best. After the activities, you will share your feelings about this assessment. Let's review key information. So it gives you, these are information slides, and I do want to remind you that you can actually go back and view these slides again by pushing this back button if you want to review it. So this slide says perimeter is the distance around a 2-dimensional shape. The perimeter of this rectangle is 20. So if you notice, it's got the sides here. So perimeter is the distance around the sides as noted by these red arrows. So the width is 6 and 6, so it's 6 plus 6, and the width is 4 and 4, so that's 4 plus 4, and when you add those all together, it equals 20 centimeters. The formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So on the slide, on the previous slide, we added each side, but you can also multiply 2 times the length, which would be 2 times 6, because the length is 6 and there's 2 of them. And we can do 2 times 4 because the width is 4 and there are 2 sides that have that dimension. So when you multiply 2 times 6, that's 12, plus 2 times 4 is 8. That equals 20 centimeters. So you still get the same answer, it's just a different approach. Go to the next slide. The formula for finding the perimeter of a square is 4 times the length equals the perimeter. So So for a square, you can just multiply the side 4 times because all 4 sides have the same measurement. So each side is 4 centimeters and there are 4 sides. So 4 times 4 equals 16 centimeters for the perimeter of the square. To find an unknown side length, subtract the known sides from the perimeter. The perimeter of this square is 16 units. So for this one, we already know that the whole perimeter is 16, and we know these 3 sides are each 4. So if you subtract 16 minus 4 minus 4 minus 4, that what you're left with is 4 centimeters. So you know that this unknown side is 4 centimeters. Let's create. All right, so this is going to be, these are going to be in the form of draw it. So you are going to actually draw your answer into the slide, and then you're going to need to click submit. So this says, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? So you're going to use the information that you know to figure out what is the perimeter of this rectangle, right? Knowing that the dimensions, the length is 8 and the width is 6, what is the perimeter? Okay. You're going to find that answer and you're going to write it in here using your mouse. And then you're going to click submit. Okay. And then you're going to find the perimeter of this rectangle. You're going to write your answer here. And then you're going to click submit. It's asking the perimeter of this rectangle. So again, you're going to find the perimeter and you're going to write your answer in here and you're going to click submit. Make sure you submit or we won't see your answers. Then it says, use the drawing and text tools, draw a rectangle with a perimeter of 24 miles. So you're going to need to draw a rectangle here on this slide, and you're going to have to label the sides that you would put so that the sides will add up to 24 miles. So you have to figure out what would the sides be so that it would add up to 24 miles. Write those in and click submit. Use the drawing and text tools, draw a square with a perimeter of 20 inches. So remember, a square has all 4 sides have to be the same, and those 4 sides are going to measure or going to add up to 20 inches. So you're going to have to figure out and label what is each side on this square, and since it's a square, all of these will be the same. Once you've figured that out and you've written it into your slide, you're going to click submit. Find the unknown side. The perimeter of the square is 16 kilometers. The unknown side is, so we know this one's 4, and this one's 4, and this one's 4. We don't know this side, but we do know that they all add up together to be 16. So you're going to find what that last side is. You're going to write it into the slide here, and then you're going to click submit. Let's write. Open-ended question. Oops, sorry. All right. It says, what strategies do you use when measuring the perimeter of a rectangle? Share your thinking using 2 to 3 sentences. So you're going to type 2 to 3 sentences telling how you measure the perimeter of a rectangle. Obviously, I am not going to tell you my sentences. I want you to write your own. Then you're going to click submit. Make sure you submit. And then you're going to take a quiz. The questions are at the top. You're going to choose the answer you think is correct and then click next. You're going to do that for all 4 questions that are in the quiz. And you are going to submit it. I didn't answer any of the questions, so I'm going to get a big fat 0, but you're not going to do that. And then the last slide is let's see how we feel. You're going to take a poll and you're going to put how did you feel you performed on this exit ticket. So you're either going to choose I feel really confident about how I performed on this exit ticket. I feel confident about most of my answers. I feel confident about some of my answers, or I didn't feel very confident in this exit ticket and need more practice on this topic. Once you've chosen your answer, make sure you put submit so that we see your response. And then for the let's work in pairs, obviously you're working on your own, so you can't work in pairs, but here's what I want you to think about, and you can tell somebody at your house. Talk with a partner about this exit ticket. Focus on the following questions. What mathematical strategies did you use to answer the questions? How did you feel about the exit ticket? And how will you practice to improve this skill, or what do you want to learn more about now? And that will be the end of the slide. Your responses will automatically be recorded and put into your teacher's nearpod account. And I hope you have a great day.